Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here between the New York Giants and the Seattle Seahawks. 2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in week 4. Fielded right around the 8. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley, and he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well. And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins. And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Play action. Here's Oladokun. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now third down. Well, that's not the way you want to start a first pass attempt and a first drop. They've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going. Oladokun on third down here. The throw for Tony is intercepted. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back to the score. And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances. Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. Pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around. Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines throwing for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. On 2nd and 12, Oladokun. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 18 there, and the Giants have a first down. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. Oladokun fakes a give. Now he'll throw it. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, Oladokun. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it won't leave him now with a third down situation. That's an early scramble to be viewed positively either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they're going to give up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run. Oladokun off the play fake. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 21 yards there on third down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. And Oladokun going to throw it here. Flushed out right. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big third down coming up.
And a long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive. Oladokun looking to pass it. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, in boxing, they throw in the towel. In this case, you just kind of wave the white flag, and you think to yourself, if he could just get past that initial wave, he's got a chance to get free. But that screen, it was going nowhere from the start. It forces a 4th down.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3, and this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over, and it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to find Noah Fant, the tight end, and it's 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And Walker has it. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
And they'll use him out in the backfield and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. The Seahawks are 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. And they fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
They'll look to throw again. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Giants are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down and 4, Oladokun, and that'll be caught by Toney. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down. Up the middle with Barkley. And some room to work. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. No dice this go around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Two things to watch. First, his strength and being able to break out that initial contact. But at his size, once you slow his momentum, it's hard for him to get it started again and end up tackling him behind the line of scrimmage.
Down inside the 35, he goes to the 32-yard line. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Oladokun. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And they'll send the slot in motion left. On 2nd down, it's Walker. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult 3rd down call now.
They'll need the 39 here for a 1st. This is 3rd down. He'll look to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Walker now on 1st and 10. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now back to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Try to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Looking to throw. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 21. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he'll get what he can up the middle. 3 yards. That'll bring up second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Sticking with Walker on second down. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up fourth down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackle through. But that's exactly what happened. The loss resulted.
Interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
Ready, set.
They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. 1 second, all that remains. And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game as we send you cross-country to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ultra. Go ultra.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now second and 10. They'll set up to throw. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
He completes this to Walker. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Straight ahead, Walker. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Back to throw now on second and 10. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown. Well, here this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourselves to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Sticking with Walker on second down. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
They run again with Walker. He'll get this to about the 38.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
8 yards to go on second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds his target, Beckham. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. The electric OBJ, the short reception, and then he did the rest of the work himself.
You know, there's a thing that the players always talk about, the coaches in the league, they call play speed. Because, you know, we have that time speed when we're running 40s in the combine, and, pro days and all that. But play speed is different. And OBJ's play speed is some of the best in the league. In other words, when he has the ball in his hands or he's running a route, he runs it just a little bit harder than most people, and oftentimes you come up wrong on your angles trying to tackle him.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They trail by 10, 17-7 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Oladokin's throw. Oh, he put him on the carpet, a fumble. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing that danger lurks while you're doing so. And there's your end result right there.
And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. This is the tight end Fant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go. Here we go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Giants are going to get the football back.
Partner, when you see a running play stop short like that, you just know that the defensive front, they won the battle of leverage and created the push back into the opposing backfield.
And for the offensive coordinator, whether you had 1 yard to go or 20 yards to go on 4th down, now you're probably saying, oh, maybe I should. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now. A quick throw complete out to Beckham. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Here's Walker. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point splits the Oakleys. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From the 6. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Back to 60, back to 60.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Greedy Williams picks it off. And the Seahawks are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. So it'll be a change of possession on the turnover when we get back. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now.
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And all the way down to the 37. It's a big-time play there for the G-men.
A gain of 47 yards. And the Giants first down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Oladokun. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down before the game.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had a big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Oladokun looking to pass once more. Man open, it's Toney. He's got it. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Throwing on 1st down with Oladokun. And it'll be intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. On the return, Hardy. And that'll be a return of 12 following a very nice punt. And the Giants will begin this drive in good shape. 1st and 10.
Okay, break.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawks defense. Jermaine Pratt fighting in and dropping him for the loss. Well, on that one, they go with a play fake, CD, but I don't think anybody really was fooled. All eyes were fixated on the quarterback, and they got him to the ground.
And to run this play successfully.
And now here's another interception. Jordan Brooks with it. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Back to Walker on 1st down. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Now a draw play. It's Walker. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A loss of 1, now a loss of 2, and they're staring at a 3rd and 13. They're going to look to throw. Throw out wide to Walker. Down inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
22 middle.
Up the middle, here's Walker. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
Not a whole lot there on 1st and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or 2 in this situation.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. They get 3 yards closer, but still work to do. It's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Walker. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal. 3 straight runs now, and that defense is held.
Yeah, we often talk about how the low man wins, right? Who wins leverage at the line of scrimmage. But it's not just that leverage. It's leverage with power. Who takes the line of scrimmage and moves it one way or the other? Right now, I can imagine the defense yelling at the offense, hey, guys, if I were you, I'd kick it. You're not getting in.
Ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3, and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the he's got a man complete. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it with 4 seconds to go in the game.
Okay, ready? Mustang 19.
1 final throw for Oladokun. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. So the victory here for Seattle. Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Seahawks, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals.
I just scraped it off the top.